So B&B Press are a sustainable printing company. We have been established for 65 years now. Obviously, over the course of that 65 years, things have changed, but the foundations of the business, the things that got us to this stage, have remained the same. We pride ourselves on delivering that end-to-end solution, all manufactured in-house, from LED UV litho, which is our kind of core business, if you like, so that upper end quality print item, through to digital printing, wide format printing, web to print, and other ancillary services like mailing and fulfillment. So we've been working with Vpress for around about 8-9 years now. I had experience of web to print via various other different providers over the 30 years that I've been in the print industry. When I first arrived at B&B, we were using a different system. The system, it wasn't really being developed. We were limited in our what we could do with the system. It didn't quite match the brief in terms of what our clients wanted. The challenge that we had at the beginning was the current system that we used didn't allow us to be as flexible and bespoke and solve the challenges that we needed to solve. The main issue was the client that we was working with was in the kind of health pharmaceutical sector, and they had a challenge in which essentially they had 500 different brands as part of their network. Every brand that they had needed to order a suite of printed literature. They wanted all those to be on brand. So if you imagine an organization that's a company at the top, underneath that you've got 600 different brands. Every one of those brands had got a different logo. Every one of those brands was a different color, but they wanted to access a suite of common documents. That's where the initial challenge came in. What we found with obviously the Vpress system was that it allowed us to do that and do that relatively easy.
So for an example, if we was to do it manually without the system, to do a business card, we would have to create 600 versions of business cards, making it a very long and tedious job. But with the web to print system, we're able to use the user data to bring in all the relevant information. So we'll bring in the addresses, the brand colors, the brand logos, and then what happens then is we create one product, they log on, press create new, and then all of them changes are already done, without them having to go through it manually and edit it, or us spending time designing it. We've been able to integrate into our systems so the orders come straight through and then they go straight into production. Equally, the customer is seeing the proofs there and then as they're doing it, so they know it's correct because they're putting in the information. Instead of sending it on an email, we put it in and make a spelling mistake, which goes unnoticed, so it avoids all of those mistakes happening. Using Vpress, the support team will go above and beyond to help with any issue you're having, whether that be something that you know can happen but you can't quite figure it out. They'll be able to fill in all their missing gaps for you and get you straight back to getting your projects completed.
I think we've had some really good years together. We've onboarded some key clients that have allowed us to grow as a business, because obviously when you onboard a client into web to print, it's not only the web to print side of things that you are hopefully capturing, there's other associated print that comes with it. So again, the thing I like about Vpress is that our approach is proactive. We work on opportunities together, whether that be as part of the tendering process or whether that be part of the onboarding process. I think it is that collaboration. For me, one of the big benefits of using Vpress system over some of the others that I might have tried, I think there's various things. One that springs to mind instantly is the kind of continual commitment to change and developing the system. In the past, a lot of systems that I've been exposed to have not had that, commitment or dedication to want to try different things. What I really like about Vpress is that they actually listen and take on board opinions of people that are using the system on a daily basis, and if we've got a problem, we'll work together to fix that challenge, overcome that challenge and fix the problem. That's what I really like. It's sometimes with other providers that I've been experienced in the past, it's a case of, no, it doesn't do it, it's never going to do it, it's not going to do it. Whereas with the guys at Vpress, we open up a support ticket, we engage, and we work together to try and find that solution. I think the biggest difference that I've seen has been the customer tie-in, really. I think that what the system has allowed us to do, without knowing it really, it wasn't really set out to be this way, but once you onboard a client and you put a web to print system in front of them, and you put the right training in, it's used for the right purpose, you kind of almost get an element of a tie-in with that business, because they get used to using the system, all the staff find it easy to use. Something's got to go really wrong for that to be taken away and then all of a sudden change supplier. So I think one of the big things that we've noticed is that when we onboard a web to print client and we embed them into part of our business, they stay around for a long time. And what might start off as just like a simple web to print solution opens up other opportunities that we were maybe not in receipt of at that time. So yeah, I think that's been the biggest difference for us.